And we should be live. Okay, so the sound is going on, the recording is going, the stream shows live. Oh, welcome to a bit late Saturday mod making stream. So today, let's jump straight into the modeling and setting up the vehicles. But first, let's remind ourselves what we have to work with. So, probably launching game. I apologize in advance. I am a bit under the weather today and kind of tired. So if I am a low energy, okay, launch. And maybe some 20 minutes into the stream, I would have to take a break. But I just thought we can get started. And while we wait for the game to load, I just have to share my frustration with the uploading speeds to YouTube. That is kind of bad lately. So you have to wait for the stream records to go up for maybe up to a day. And that's not because YouTube is taking too long to check, but because it's taking so long to upload. But I guess some things you just have to deal with. And okay. So here's the game. Okay. That probably is a bit better. Oh, hello, Diggs. Yeah, I'm just starting the stream. Getting ready to check out where we ended last time with vehicles, what errors we have to deal with, and what trucks are still not animated, because I really want to finish up all of them this stream. And then maybe take some more vehicles into working. And how are you doing this fine Saturday? Oh, yeah. Yes, the first time it loads, it takes a while. Hopefully will be better on further loads. Okay, and we are ready. Okay. So we are in the middle of nowhere. We have our cheats enabled. Well, hey, I remember we had also a lineup of vents. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So what do we have to deal with? Vents here now have their correct engine blocks set up. That is good. Those two vents, they are still missing batteries for some reason. I have no idea why. But those emergency service vans, they just don't have it. Okay, so maybe we have to check the script. Now, the trucks. This bank truck, yeah, that is a different kind of truck, so that's why it's not animated. Here we have everything animated up to here and further on. Let's check the rear door. Yeah, I guess it's locked. Can you get inside? Or is that locked either? I guess it is. Okay, debug, main, spawn vehicle. Please give me a key. Okay, unlock the trunk. And open, yeah, that animation goes. Here we also should see the door kinda, well, yeah, here you can see the door getting animated. This one is problematic because it has small doors and I'm not sure if they got their animations. So let's double check it. Vehicle, angles, and just rotate it 180. Let's see. Here we have the hatches that need to be covered by doors, but we don't see the doors themselves. Why is that? I have an idea. That's... no, that uses rear doors. Okay. So those rear doors, maybe they're hidden somewhere inside because we're referencing the wrong bone names. So that might be that. Okay, garbage truck. Once again, I want to check its rear if it's now fine. Okay. So that's the rear hatch. That is visible. That is a good sign. Open, close, done. Okay. Military truck. Good. Though, let's see. Vehicle tarp, please remove. So we can see this rear hatch better. Does it open? Yep, it does. Okay. That is fine. Let's bring this tarp back. Okay. And yeah, you can see it still animates even with it. Okay, this truck doesn't have any rear to animate. This truck is something wrong with the door. I guess if we rotate it, that will also be missing. Okay. Is that what we expect? Kinda hard to see, but yeah, you can see the door outline, but there's no handle here, so that's like the insides of this box, and the door is missing. Okay, so that's the problem here. Okay, here, that window. Oh, yeah, I guess that window was part of this window and this window here. So that's why it's missing. Maybe we should just move it and merge it with this window here. Or do we have a rear right? Yeah, just rear. We have rear right window, no rear left window. So I guess I attached it to rear left window. Should reattach it to just rear windshield. That one looks fine and all. Okay. Except it's not. Why is the hood not getting animated? Okay. Oh. So that whole semi-truck needs fixing. This truck, let's see. We had issues with tail lights, but now yeah, they are removable and they are in the right place. Okay, that is fine. Now this one just needs to be hooked up to animations. Tanker mill. This septic service is also fine, and those two we have not modeled yet. Okay. So let's see. Let's deal with those problems in order. I believe the first one we have to deal with is this tanker here. Let's check the script. Okay. I believe this vehicle is a tanker 2 or tanker 1. No. Yeah. Going back to game. Let's see. With debug mode, if you open mechanics window, that here is the vehicle ID. So Franklin Truck Fire Tanker. Now going to text. Let's get add animations and find that ID. Franklin Truck Fire Tanker is this one, Truck Tanker NR. So that would be Truck Tanker. Is that one the one? Yes. Truck Tanker NR. Okie dokie. So template. What is the rear door here? Door NR. It uses, yeah. That is the problem. I forgot to change the bone names. So going to Blender. Let's hide this collection. Let's enable all animated parts. Not those animated parts. Instead, or is it armature? Yeah. Hide this. Open. Show this. Okay. So this is all the rear doors, and we want to reference bones connected to those two side doors here. This one and that one. And to get the correct names, let's select the object, go to vertex groups, and those are the bone names. So we have two bones, truck tanker right bone, trunk tanker left bone. Going back to text, paste here. Let's copy and paste, copy the other name from Blender into here. Done. Okay, so that should do it. What next? Let's see. Okay, we have this one that is a tanker 2, I believe. Let's see. Truck propane. Add animations. File truck propane is truck propane. How imaginative. Truck propane animations. Let's see the door bones. And yes, once again, trunk military bone 1, that is wrong. Instead, here in Blender, the propane tanker door is this one, and that should be trunk propane bone. So copy this name, that's just one bone, and paste it. That should fix that problem. Going back to game. What do we have next? We have this, well, this window here. Okay. That window we have to fix in Blender, but that should be an easy fix. Okay, hide this collection, and that should be all in here. Well, let's just hide all individual objects, and what we want to do is get this rear window RV. Yeah, just for clarity, let me enable this vehicle. I believe it's a camper here. So we want this window to be joined with this window, and that window is here, window RV rear left, that. And to do this, we just combine those two objects together. Control J is the hotkey. Now you can see they're all outlined by one yellow outline. There is no separate window object. All fine and dandy, except now we need to re-export this file. So make sure that is the only one visible, maybe even enabled collection. Then file, export, FBX, the usual stuff. That goes to our truck's static, only visible objects, and the usual setup flow I use is armatures and mesh, only visible objects. In armature we can we don't have to add leaf bones, and here we only set this export all actions and simplify set to 0.1. And because we don't have any animations in this collection, that's all static, we can get away with just oh, sorry, with just mesh, but it wouldn't hurt having those on. So export, and if I'm not mistaken, here in game, okay, because the game re-imports any updated export files, we have this window now visible here. Yay us. Next on the chopping block would be this truck here. That is truck semi. Text, vehicle animations, truck, semi, truck, septic, water, garbage, semi. Franklin truck semi. Okay. So, what's wrong with you? Do we have this set up? I don't think so. So if we haven't created this animation profile, then that would explain, yeah, that's the only mention of this. Okay, how do we want to do this? Do we have... Okay, so truck semi. Here we have this. We kind of just copied it, renamed the file, and then forgot about it. So we now need to change stuff about it. First is use correct vehicle name. So in Blender, this collection, hide everything. We want truck semi, that is the base model. Let's take it and paste it here. Next, in Blender, do we have its own lights? Okay. Nope, nope. Okay, so lights, semi-right, semi-left. So those are the tail lights. And they are semi-specific, so we keep here in text the definitions for them, but yeah, they are pasted here. Okay, good. Now that model here, those lights are referenced here. Okay, that is a bit better. Now we just need to link this animation to the rest. Go to animations. Let's find that here. Okay, semi out. Okay, that's why it failed. Because that profile needs to be named not after this, but here, and then that name goes in here. Okay, that should fix that. Next on the agenda is this military water tanker. And I believe that would be just as simple as that ID not being referenced at all. So Franklin Truck Tanker Mill. And it should use this tanker 1, I believe, model. Okay, so text. Let's go find it. So truck, fire tanker, mill tanker water, that's one. Truck mill, here is another, but just as I suspected, we don't have this ID. Probably because it was added with the build 42 version. Okay, let's find which vehicle that resembles. So we have those boards here, and that goes... Yeah, that is the example we can use. This fire tanker, yes. So Franklin truck fire tanker. So we can copy it and just paste a new vehicle ID. Let's find fire tanker, copy, paste, and going back to game. Once again, the ID is truck tanker mill. Text, here, let's see, truck, no, here, truck, tanker, and, sorry, mill. And that should fix that tanker. Do we have any more fixes we want to apply before we move to modeling? So those two vehicles, they are not... we don't need to change anything, they just need to just need models. And with those, I have to figure out what's wrong with those batteries. So let's give that a go. So those are van box, ambulance, and fire. Let's get to text. Let's see. Van box ambulance uses... they both use this template with van box ambulance. Let's find it. Van box ambulance, battery, default PZK battery with some offset. Okay, so that looks kind of correct. And if we go to van box battery, that is kind of the same, isn't it? So let's copy it from here, paste it in here. Yeah, no difference. So why are you not... Why are you being difficult? Well, yeah, maybe there were some odd characters here and there that it ignored this whole part. Maybe there's something else overriding those models later. But for now, let's just be content with this. Okay. Let's restart the game and check our fixes we applied. So, closing game. I'm using Steam to stop the game, so sorry for music stopping abruptly. And play again. Okay. Loading scripts, loading Lua. Hopefully not too long. For some reason, OBS is quite slow catching up with the game. So you're still on the hold screen. But here's this sad zombie walking. I really wish they bring back those loading screens. Or at least give us a game option to enable them, or like have them disabled by default, but then have an option to enable them. Because that black screen with a lone walking zombie is just sad. Even more depressing than the old "this is how you died" texts. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? There was some invisible character problems causing the batteries to not show up, so those are fixed too. But let's check those. We've tried to fix here, so those hatches. I can already see the doors here, and they're being opened and closed. So that is good. Next one here. That is less successful. Because I still don't see this hatch. Okay. That's odd. That semi-truck is now getting animated, and the tail lights, if we remove them, yeah, and install them, they are getting properly represented. That military truck now shares animations. All is good. Okay. So here we go, those two vehicles here. They too have this open and close trunk, so we need to animate something, and we have this hatch drawn here, so I'm planning on using that as a hatch. And I want to check if those two can share the same animations here with this hatch. Okay, let's go to Blender. Okay, Blender. Let's hide this. So that collection is for now not relevant, but we want to use this raw items collection. It is what we are currently working on. That's where I import the models. So let's see. Import FBX. That is the folder for PZK raw vehicles. And tow. Franklin truck tow. Okay, import. And that is the model. So the first thing to do after importing model usually would be to set up all... Okay. Sorry. Why is that being shown here? Active tool view, no. Select that item here. So you see the scaling is a bit off. Oh, okay, and also the location is off center. So that those are some bad practices for importing models in Blender, especially if you want to sync up animations. And to fix it, we select the model, then go to Control A, and apply all transforms. And that takes all object level transforms and applies them into the mesh. Okay, next thing I want to do is to get the proper texture here. So it uses its own material, but this texture file is, well, that texture is kinda wrong. So let's go here, select image texture. Okay. And unlink and open. So to find textures, we go the same folder where the models are, or maybe that, yeah, that looks like the file with models. And search for tow. Okay, Franklin tow, we want this shell texture. So that is the texture being loaded, but you can see that we now see through most of the vehicle. That is because when Zomboid wants to get dynamic colors for a vehicle, it uses transparent channel on a texture to figure out which parts need to be dynamic and which needs to be like fixed colors. And that is why we have this issue here, but we fix it by going here and switching alpha channel from straight to none. And now that looks like a decent looking truck. Okay, that is one, and I also wanted to check if we can share this hatch. So let's import uh, utility. I believe that was Franklin Truck Utility. So that is a utility truck model. Let's hide the tow truck for now, and same deal with those textures. Use image texture and find it in which folder here. Franklin Truck Utility Shell. Same deal. Alpha set to none. Okay. And here we have this hatch. And I can already see that no, we are not going to be able to animate them using the same object. Okay, never mind then. So we will have to use two animations, and not that big of a deal, to be honest. Okay. First, before we can animate this door, we need to separate it into its own object. To do it, the easiest start would be to take this square face on the mesh, use I to inset and move it in such a way that one of those edges is touching where this hatch is. So now go to edge select, select an edge, double tap G to slide edge and slide it into the right position. It is important to double tap G when you do this, because if you just press G, you can see that the texture moves along with the edge. If you double tap G, you're first constrained to just this sliding, so you don't distort the mesh and you don't distort the texture. So we slide in like this, and now we can separate this selection into its own object and disable it. So now, congratulations, we have a hole in our car. To deal with this hole, we first select all those edges. Now extrude and move down a bit. So that's like the hatch rim. And then we can extrude again. Escape to cancel movement and scale to make it a bit larger. Let's go to transparency mode so we can see what we're doing. And okay, so let's extrude again to okay, constrain it to z-axis. So that is some depth for our cargo space. And finally, to close it up, press F to make a face between those selected edges. So now we can see that the wheel wells are kind of clipping into our cargo space, as well as we have something here that is clipping. Well, we need to sort this stuff out. This looks like an invisible face. So maybe we can just nope. Just drop those two all together. So that seems to deal with that. And in terms of wheel wells, well, we have to make our cargo space smaller. So select edges, press S to scale along x-axis. No, median point, because currently they try to scale them individually. Scale along X and move them in a bit so they... Okay, let's go to top view so we can see better. Scale X and move them like this. And now those two, once again, scale by X and move them in like so. And here we go. We have our hatch still a bit clipping through here, but not here. Well, that is awkward. Why are you not symmetrical? Is it a wheel well problem? But either case, move along x-axis. Well, oh no, you should be moved. Move along x-axis here. Okay. Okay, and that is the moment where I have to take like a 10, 50, maybe 20 minutes break. So I will be back. Hope you're still here, but if you're going to move on, that's okay. The recording, as usual, is going to be uploaded on YouTube, and the link to the playlist with all past and future streams is in the channel description. Okay, see you. Okay, I am back. Welcome to anybody who's still here. Let's get back to modeling. Okay, so we have this interior hatch. I apparently misaligned it a bit, and that is why it was not symmetrical. When I first set it to extrude, we did not extrude straight down, which I don't really like. So maybe we can select all this. Select where's the, yes, maybe that would be make it a bit easier. Okay, yeah, here. Let's select this and delete all vertices. Okay, so now we fell back to where we had just the hole here. Edge mode, Alt click to select edge loop. Now transparency mode, extrude straight down like this. Extrude, stop it, and scale by Y to make it a bit bigger. Okay, next. Do we have some space between the wheel wells? We do, but they are still not symmetrical, but okay. That's not a big issue. Extrude Z down to about here, and F to fill in the face. Okay. And we still have this issue here. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Maybe we can just take those three edges and move them out of the way just a scooch. Okay, so that is our interior cargo space, but this face here, that texture I don't really like that it has this handle here. So let's go to UV editing. Let's pick correct texture, which is this tow shell that is here, and that whole thing here. Let's move along X so we don't see this hatch here, or maybe even move it someplace else, like here, and move X here. Okay. So now that is textured without a hatch inside, and we have the hatch outside. That is good. So that truck now is almost done. No, scratch that. Let's check the rear lights. Okay, hide everything. Let's see our light options. So the dump truck, nope. Fire truck, nope. Garbage truck, nope. Default, nope. RV, nope. Semi, nope. Tanker, nope. Okay, so that those lights, they need to be tailored specifically for this truck. So let's separate them. What is that topology here? What is that? No, seriously, what is that? Oh, okay, so that edge and that edge, they can be deleted, not like that. X, well, only edges, nope. So, is it this one? Okay, so here, apparently we have this double-faced, well, double faces. Okay. And that is what we see here. Shoot. Okay, let's move along Y by 1. Nope. Yeah. Alt M selections. Move along Y by 1 negative. That. Okay, so that was the face we want to delete. So that is good. Let's drop that. Now here, that Alt M, move by Y 1 negative. That is the face we want to keep, and that is what we want to delete. Now drop that. No, not vertices, just faces. Okay. And we want to move that back. Weld mode is on. Move by Y to 1, and it should weld back in place. Because it got close enough. Okay, yeah. You see, now when I select this point, it says it is connected both to this edge, and that point is connected both this edge, and there's the slight glow here. It's hard to see through this blue highlight, but you can see that here blue is different from here blue, so they're different. Okay. One more short break, sorry. And sorry for that taking quite long. I needed to help my son with his notebook. Oh, hi Jack. Glad to see you. Okay. Sorry for missing when you got here. Anyway, we are done with this rear hatch. Now we want to deal with those tail lights. So press 1 for this orthographic rear view. And do we want to just roughly cut them by a knife or try something fancy? I kinda lean into using a knife. So K to open knife tool, then click around the border of those lights that are kinda octagonal. That is not going to be the straightest lines in the world, but they will do. No, that one also goes here and. Okay, let's take this vertex and slide it up. The shading is off, but we'll deal with it a bit later. Now cut from here, then up here, around here, and that way. And now connect here and in here. That should be most of it. Okay. Got this really too high, but we can fix it. I can fix her. Okay, things like this. Now here we need some more slices, but since that vertex is occluded and we cannot get to it without cutting through this piece, I put a vertex here and then slide all the way here. Okay, and why is this weird shading going on? Well, one thing to deal with it is this edge. Let's dissolve it. That edge probably also can be dissolved. Then those two lights get separated into their own object, and let's do it like this. And finally select both of those. Now let's cut the other lights here too. Sorry. Okay, cut, chop, 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 and here. That is one cut. That would be another. Cut like this. Next, cut here, here, and that already exists. And move that in here. like so. And top cuts, let's once again cut them to an arbitrary vertex here, which we then slide into the corner. And that edge, that gets dissolved. And that too. Okay. Those two get also separated, hidden, and that, and that, and that, and that all gets marked as sharp. Switch to individual origins, so each circle gets extruded and clamped on its own. Extrude by E-axis inwards, scale into 0. So we have like something under those holes. Finally, C for paint select in face mode. Select UV editing and all of those. Clamp to 0 and color from here. Layout. So yeah, this is the missing tail light state. Okay, now this weird shading, let's Alt N, try to average by face area, and the weird shading is gone. So that was just some weird normals. Okay, so that is done. Next is the usual beheading of the vehicle. Transparency mode with the face select. Select all of this and drop, no, not vertices, drop faces. Yes, including those. Okay, so now the vehicle is missing the cab, which might look bad, but we deal with it by re-adding this cab back. So we go to add modifier, generate array. So array is intended to make several copies of the same object, but we don't want it to copy, we want it to only count one and not use any offsets. But we also want to enable this merge mode and use caps here. And the first cap is going to be this cab base. And the second cap would be light bar. And I got a bit of a bad feeling about this. Because that light bar is not getting correct textures here. So why would that be? Here is where that light bar is, but if we take a fire shell, yep, that's about the same position for the light bar garbage. Yep, the same. So toe shell, yeah, that would be the light bar. Okay, it is in the right place, but it is the wrong size texture. Oh, well, that means this light bar is different. So we need to go back before we deleted this this whole cab. So we want to save this light bar. Okay, so let's select it. Let's move it by z-axis 1, so it is further away from the cab. So now, when we delete the cab, we don't delete the light bar. Drop faces. Let's get back this array. Count 1, no offset. Merge caps, use cap base. No transparency mode. Okay. And then that light bar move the -1. I transparency mode select, move the one negative, exit transparency mode. Okay, so that is the base mesh for this vehicle because it has all the removable parts removed. So no seats, no doors, no engine block, and that is going to be then supplemented by other parts and animations. That truck is done. Let's move it into this collection here. Now dealing with this. So that hatch, first of all, it needs some depth to it. So generate and solidify. So that is going to be maybe a bit bigger. Let's make it 0.2 to double the thickness. So that's the hatch with its thickness. And apply Alt N, nope, Shift, no, Control E, yes, Control E, set sharpness by angle, Alt N, average by face area. So to make it more rectangular. And exit name, that is going to be a trunk from a tow truck, and object suffix to denote that that is a trunk. Now with armature, let's see, this armature 2 is the trunks. So that object needs to be added in this collection. Maybe let's rename it so we don't have to guess. Trunks. Okay, so that hatch, it needs its bone added for it. So find an edge that is used to be used as a pivot that is opposite to the handle. Shift S, move cursor to selected. And object mode, select armature, tab to edit mode, Shift A, it adds a new bone at cursor position. Select it and name it as trunk toe bone. Set the bone to like not that big. Copy the name. And here let's add a vertex group named same as the bone and assign all vertices into it. Same deal as usual. Next, select object, select armature, Control P, armature deform. So that is now an animated trunk, but we want to also make sure this bone is animated in the clip. So select armature, go to animation, trunk, closing clip is selected. And that is the closed position for all bones, this included. Why do I have a hood bone here? Let's drop it. Okay. Is it all? Yep. Okay. Trunk bone, that's the closed position. Move here. Let's see. Maybe let's show this tow truck so we don't accidentally clip through this crane. So we want this to rotate around y-axis like so. Yep, that looks about as high as we can go. So that is our open position. Save another keyframe, and now that hatch is animated along with the rest, which is good. Next, we have two more objects here that are lights. So make sure they are named correctly. That one is light tow truck rear left. Save. And that one is same deal, but instead of left, it is right. And they can go into the static collection, which we probably can call statics. Good, good, good. So that tow truck is now ready to be added to scripts. But before we do, I want to deal with this truck as well. So how do we do this? First, let's see this light bar here. Move Z1 and use add array modifier 1. Don't use relative offset, but use this light bar as a cap. And oh yeah, we've got to apply the scales. So control, apply all transforms. Okay, we see that this light bar is also have the wrong UVs, so instead of adding it via this cap, we will just keep this one. Go back here. Transparent mode. Select all of this. Delete faces. And attach cap base. Okay, and now that L to select the entire light bar, move by Z by 1 negative to return it to place. That is fine. We also need those lights to deal with. Do we have some lights that look the part? So those lights, nope, definitely not. Those lights, not. No, 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 and not even those two. Yep, yep. So those two are special as well. And we have 42 meshes here. We're climbing ever so closer to the threshold, but hopefully not cross it. Anyway, we did the lights like a hack way with a knife. So now I want to show you how to do it proper. Well, not properly, but kind of more precisely. So same deal here. Let's select both of those. Inset. Since they are proper rectangles, we can do that. And we kind of hit two sides at once. Maybe that side will have to adjust a bit, but that side looks fine. Anyway, that and that we can now slide. No. Before we slide, let's get rid of those diagonals. Dissolve edges. So select this one and slide down. And same deal here. Slide up. Okay. So that looks fine. Next, what we do is we need to add some more vertices here. So to do this, we can cut, well, we can add some edge loops, but they cut way further than we want to. If we want this to be like the exactly right, oh, then that might be a better option, but I just feel like that is now the place to bring out the knife and cut first here, return here, then cut here, and okay. Whoa. Good thing we're in God mode. Okay. So how do we reposition this vertex here? So one thing we can do is slide it closer down, not fully because that will weld us in, but now slide it up, and yeah, that kinda doesn't look like it's doing what we want. Okay, so let's slide it up. Let's slide this till this line intersects where we want it to go. Move that in here, slide that up, and slide that in. With this one, slide it up along here, slide it down, slide that in here, maybe slide down a little bit. And we have this shape done kinda a bit more precisely. So cut from here and back into here. Those two kinda serviceable. Those, let's move here. That one move here, and that one. Yeah, let's start moving this one here. And oh, I'm sorry, that's gonna be again a little short break again. I hope very short this time. Be right back. And I'm back. Sorry, my son just got a new notebook and he needs some help with setting it up. Okay, so that line going up there, that is kind of bad topology because it's that face is stretched a bit. So let's dissolve this edge and use this edge instead. Same deal here. Cut like this and X dissolve edge. Okay. And finally, we need to add some cuts in here. So same knife drill here. And from here. Like that. Okay, that side is done. Let's do something similar here. So cut from here to here to here and above. Nope, you don't want it. So cut here. And this one, dissolve edge. So that one slides here, that one's... Why is the whole edge on this vertex? Nope. Knife from here to here. Knife from here down into here. Slide in, slide up. Slide in, slide up. Slide like this, and that one goes in here and in here. Like this and like this. Okay. So now those are separated. Let's make this an object, make this an object. They inherited the cab here, but we don't really need it, so just drop the modifiers. Okay, now all we have to do with this utility is once again cut out this hatch here. So how do we do that? Now, this time we have... Oh, well, that is interesting. Yeah. This time we have those two faces here, but they can still be inset as a pair. However, I'm a bit concerned about where that goes. How deep? Okay, quite deep. Not an issue though. Select those two edges and slide. Why? Why are those vertices? Oh, what the heist? Why are there vertices here? Me wonder. Let's dissolve those two. Nope, they are holding something. Well, that is awkward. Okay, so now instead of those using this inset tool, we will have to use a cut. Okay. So why... No. No. Let's just figure out those. So we have a vertex here, but it is not connected to this vertex here. Okay, so this one can slide into here and get merged in. Those two can slide here and in, oops, here. So now that should be just those two faces here, and they're not going any deeper, and they are now proper quads. No, they don't seem to be. Select all, mesh cleanup, merge by distance. Are you quads now? No, you are not. Why not? So what's wrong with those two? Alt M, selection, move Z1. Okay, so where are your vertices? Okay, so you are now proper quads. So there was something wrong, but hopefully no more. And if we move you by Z1 negative, and now, yeah, now you can cut through that all, and we can use inset tool. Find this border here. Slide those up. Slide those down. And okay. Separate selection into its own sub-object. This whole edge is sharp. This whole edge is extruded down. Scaled outwards. Nope. Extruded. Then let's see. Scaled outwards. Like so. Extruded Z down. Like that, and filled in. And same deal with those here. Well, since we have those two extra vertices here, we probably can get away with yeah, maybe we'll have to cut it, but if we move this here and this here, we should get the symmetrical shading here without this hatch. Okay, that looks fine. So that means this vehicle base is complete and can be moved into statics. That object here is a light utility rear left. And a rear right. Those two are static, and that one, well, first of all, it doesn't need this cab attached to it. Then it does need to be solidified at point 2, was what we did last time. Now apply, select all, Control E, set sharpness by angle, Alt N, average by face area. So that hatch is now all done. Trunk, utility, object. Move into this collection here, and then from that collection move it into trunks. Now that hatch also needs a pivoting bone, so move cursor to selected, select this, add new bone, give the bone a name, trunk utility bone, copy, set this bone size to something smaller, back to our object, mesh settings, vertex group, add, paste the bone name, tab to go to edit mode, A to select all, assign all vertices here. And finally, Control P to parent this new hatch to animations. And animations, trunk closing, now with this bone, save the closed state, move to an open position, rotate around y-axis, and that doesn't have this crane above it. It can get opened much wider. So let's hide this toe, and here. Maybe we can even go here, get no, that transparency doesn't help. Okay. Get rotate around Y, like all the way here. So where it almost clips through this board. Okay, and that is our open position. Save the keyframe. Okay, and what else we can do is like set this position here when it's vertical to be its own keyframe, and move it like closer here. So that way it goes like open slower until vertical and then slams here faster. So that kind of makes animation a bit less mechanical. So that is now saved. And I believe that is all. So we now need to redo exports. Let's hide this. So we want to re-export the static. Same deal before FBX. Trucks, static, same settings, export, done. And then let's enable this collection here, only trunks. Only trunks sounds a bit sus. Export FBX, and that should be like trucks 2. And because we have the rolling shutter animation here, we have to force start and end keyframes. And export. And before I forget, save our progress in Blender. Good. Now, those two vehicles, we need to add scripts for them. So, going back here. That script involves a trunk and their own rear hatches. So maybe our tanker is a good base here. Well, no, that is missing its own lights, but the lights are actually here in NR version. Okay, so let's copy this NR script. Let's copy, let's paste, let's rename it truck tow, and it's not a non-random truck here. Okay, that is going to be a truck, but instead of a tanker, let's rename it into a tow. Let's rename all. Okay, so those lights are just light tow, rear light, rear left. The base model here is not a truck tanker, but a truck tow, I believe. Yes, that is a truck tow. Let's copy the line from Blender, paste it here. And we don't want this to be a no random. Same deal with this truck, trunk door, well, tow door. That is not a truck tanker. That was also truck tow, I believe. But let's double check Blender. Find the correct object. Trunk tow object. Deal here. Okay, that one. Let's drop the NR suffixes from the tow and, well, those two doors, trunk door and hood, everything else should be the same. Those lights, yeah, they are now tow lights. That should be it. Close this, this. Animations. So what do we have kind of similar here? That is a tanker that we used as an example for our script file. So let's use it as an example for script too. Let's start by copying this template name into here, and then the model name here goes into here. And with our trucks, let's copy this animation application bit here. And the truck ID, I believe I should have it here. And where is this truck? Tow PZK Franklin truck tow. Oh, Control C, not Control V, please. And paste here. That should be one truck, and the final truck will be this truck utility, but its script is going to be a bit different, though based on the same thing. So let's take this tow truck, copy, paste, rename. Utility, animated. Okay. Oh, snap. Snap. No, that's fine. that shader is not that static one. Okay, that is good. That is fine. Okay, truck utility, change all tow mentions into utility mentions, and that should actually be all, because that's how we named them also in Blender, didn't we? Like trunk utility object, trunk utility object. Okay, so just this base mesh needs renaming. Vehicle truck utility, copy and paste. Utility, utility, fine. Utility lights. Okay, that should be it. Now that copy and that will be pasted here with the trunks, like this toe here. Oops. Let's make a copy of that. Let's cut this paste in here, and the animations template name is this one. Okay, that is fine. That is fun. So truck utility, all saved. So let's restart the game and check if we now correctly have those animations. So close the game. Start it anew. While the game is loading, what vehicles should we do next? Assuming all of that works fine, we have some more trucks that are like Freightliner, like the big semi trucks, and I am leaning towards those, though some of those trucks I've seen are kind of Euro truck styles, and we might have an issue with their how do you call it? Well, passenger positions and sorry, my brain is flatlining. Passenger positions and the hood open animations. Okay, game. And the problem with those hood open animations would be because on Euro trucks you have like the whole cab tilting forward to give you access to engine beneath it. And that means like that the seats are also getting folded forward, which is a problem because the seats, they use this custom texture bit and will have to use this trickery from well, from armor animations, if it still works even. Okay. So we have a lot of complaints on missing parts. And all of those parts are from the static file, so I guess I know what went wrong. Here, let's hide this collection and see. This is what we exported for static files. This is what we should have exported for static files. So I hope you see a bit of a difference. Export FBX. Thankfully, we don't have to restart the game, we just need to re-export this FBX. Is it the only collection enabled? Yes, it is. Export. So, going back to game. And voila. That all should be back. Okay. So now that animation is working, door animation is working, but the hatches here are gone. That is because I'm okay. Animate did animation changes at all in B42? Well, no, the animation principles is the same, but the shaders I had to redo because shaders now need to work with new lighting. So I had to like change some bits around the shaders, but that was still just copy and paste from vanilla shaders. Okay, here player animations, I don't think so. At least the vehicle animations, they use the same, this stand up and sit on chair and then clip through roof here. So but they added a lot more player animations like petting animals, dragging corpses, stuff like that. Okay, hatches missing. Oh, custom animations for Pete. Is it vehicle related custom animations or what? I believe the KI5, that damn library, had a bunch of custom character animations. So maybe you can like use that as a cheat sheet. Oh, get on bike animations. Well, SARS Motor Club has a get on bike animation. So you can just reference it from there. And this... yep, that all good. And the FBX file with animations that worked with 41, it should also be imported and work just as well in 42. Because FBX animation format is the same and Zomboid independent. Now, those hatches is the same error we started the stream with. Okay, so the animations don't play. So that might be with triggering animations, and that unfortunately I don't know how to debug. I tried to add animations for the headlights on the sports car, and I made the animation. It plays just fine in Blender. It imports the right parts and even admits that they should be animated in Zomboid, but when it tried to play this animation, it just failed. So not sure what to advise here. Okay, so the problem we're having with those cargo hatches is those bone names. So tow truck bone, that should be, where is it? Trunk tow bone. Okay, here. So that is the right bone name. Save and for utility. Utility, that is the bone name. Copy from Blender, paste in here, and drop the second bone. Okay, so that should fix those two. Okay, what next? What do we do next? Oh, it's getting dark. A script field for seating animation. I believe it does. Though I'm not sure where. Let's actually go on a bit of a journey of investigation. Okay, so that is the Project Zomboid main folder where it installs. Go to Media, Scripts, Vehicles, and that is like all vanilla vehicle scripts. So let's see, seats. So those are the parts, container, install, uninstall, Lua. Okay, so that doesn't fix that. Okay. Do we have more things related to seats? Maybe passengers. Here, passenger. Okay. Front light, positions, offset. Okay, here. So the passenger has animation fields for scripts. Enter, idle, exit, open door, close door. So I guess those would be like what well, the names of the animation clips that are getting referenced. Well, maybe that. And yeah, apparently those passenger fields, you will be able to set them like specific to each seat, if that works. That's just a hunch I have. Anyway, back to game. What do we do next? Assuming those hatches work. Why is the game getting this stutter? Debug, main, spawn vehicle. Events, triumphs, trailers, tractors, step van. Oh, actually, let's double check the step vans. Maybe some of them need some love, because Vanilla added a lot of step vans. So fed log, is it FedEx? I get the joke. So ice creams, hot dogs, I believe those are all fine. Vanilla milk. Well, that truck must have been somewhere in some disreputable area. Sorry. Van pizza. Van SWAT. That Louisville PD. Van tacos. Okay. Van UPZ. Okay, so that is now all done. Okay, so that one is animated. Taco truck is not animated. SWAT is not animated. Pizza World is animated. That one is animated but is kind of broken. And I guess that is now considered to be like a wreck or something because it doesn't register as an interactable vehicle. So that feels like that is a burnt out husk. Okay, so the ice cream animated, hot dogs animated, fed log not animated. Okay, this SWAT and this taco, they are what give me the most of worries. Let's check them out in Blender. So that file, let's save, open recent. That is van box. No, that is not what we want to open. PZK step van. Open that. Okay. So that is, oh, just one collection. How simple are the times here. But apparently this animation got stuck in up a bit. Let's go pose mode. Select all bones. Alt R, Alt G, Alt S. Nothing changes. Okay. The script file where those animations were set up. Template-passengers txt. So it's that one. Template passengers txt. And okay, you're welcome. Okay, so now I'll hide everything except this SWAT. Okay, so we have a SWAT truck that has like that is set up with double blinkers, but for some reason not linked to animations. Let's check the scripts. Add animations here. Step van, SWAT. Step van, SWAT. Okay, so it has a script file, supposedly. Step van models, textured step van. Here we have SWAT, no reflect. Yeah, that is fine. Now that animation here. Okay, PZK, step van, SWAT. I know the problem. I now can see the problem here. This SWAT truck is called PZK Step Van SWAT Louisville SWAT, while here it is just Step Van SWAT. So Louisville SWAT. That is the new correct name for it. Okay, next we have the taco truck, which actually exists as a separate mod, but well, at least I've seen it. But let's add it here. So to add this taco truck here, let's import it. Go file, import, FBX, all of those PZK vehicles here. Let's call taco. Nope. Then how is it like? Okay, step van SWAT. Okay. Then what model are you using? because I'm not crazy. I see a taco truck here. Taco del Poncho, okay. Vehicle angles, rotated. Yeah, it has like a curtain here, an extra window here, which might give us a problem. If it is, let's see, V, here is it a separate window? Rear window, remove, nope, that's not part of a rear window. And it's not its own window. Okay, so that can be... No, it cannot be just a static one. Should we... Well, I'll have to add it to a windshield then. Car oven, update script tick. Okay. Some debug still happening. So we have two windows. Or we can like add it to this right window. Remove, no, that is still not part of it. And it's not part of the windshield either. Okay, never mind. Then let's add it to this window then. But first we have to find this model and its texture. I think I know what's going on, or I don't. Vehicles. Armor SV3, spare wheel. Well, let's find it from the source. So, media, scripts, vehicles. No, that's not the one. That's a common one. And that's the vehicles. Yeah, that's the folder with all the scripts. Tankers, templates, trailers. Find here. PZK, step van, UPZ, hot dog. Is it a PZK taco? PZK step van, taco van. Oh, yeah. Yes. I figured out what's wrong with this. Reveal this folder in Explorer. So, here's the problem. And that annoys me to no end with build 42. So here is the folder I am looking at with all those scripts and I guess all of those models with the vehicles where I tried to find this taco truck and failed miserably because that is in this root media folder and we want to go to 42 and media here, well, maybe not media, let's go common, media, yes, models. And that is where we should find this taco truck. Okay, Blender, copy this folder, paste in here, and find taco here. Yeah, that's the taco one. Yay to us. So we can see that, yeah, it is a bit small. And Probably we want to scale it by a factor of 2.5. Because that's the difference between like 0.1 and 0.4 scaling. Or 0.04 scaling. Okay, now that's the same scale as everyone else. We need to separate what differentiates it from other step vans. So that would be this deco here, then those holders down here, that kind of a chimney up here, and that curtain here. So that is what is different. Though, whoa. Okay, we'll deal with this side window when we get to it. Okay, so those items, what needs to stay? So select everything else, invert, and delete. So that is our step van, and we want to like apply. Okay, so we want to add this step van here. But before we add this step van, we need to account for the possibility that this side will have a window. So how do we do this is, well, that's step van will be broken into two items. So first of all, let's duplicate it. I said duplicate it. That one, let's rename it is vehicle step van. Deco, nope. Deco, nope, still not. Maybe that way, yeah, that looks correct. So that one object is going to be named step van base. And is, let's make a new collection here, or components. And this step van deco base goes here. With this step van going edit mode, select all, delete all vertices. So now if that step van base goes away, then all of our step vans are gone, which is kind of bad, but here's what we can do here. Now, generate array, all the same deal we do with the rest, and use this vehicle step van base as a template. Okay, so that goes here. And like all the hot dogs and ice cream vans are also now back. But that is not all. Because like I said, we want to account for different version of this wall. So that wall needs to be like its own mesh. So let's select like those bits here, separate them, and now this van here is missing this wall, and the hot dog is missing this wall, like all of those. Oh, actually hot dogs and ice cream vans, they might want to have this window here, don't they? Let's check the game. So Pizza World, vehicle, angles, rotate. Yep, you have this window here. And ice cream and hot dog, I guess they do too. So vehicle, angles. Yep. And this vehicle too. vehicle and angles and right here. Okay, so you all have a curtain and a window here. Whoa, okay, okay. That makes it a bit different. But what you gonna do about it? So we want this SWAT to also not have this hole here. But those two, well, we'll have to use a different template for that. Okay, so now let's make a copy of this wall. Just for now, and this object here, let's merge it into here. So join. So that wall here now stays, and that all that exists on this van, but it gets completed, and the step van no longer has this hole. Neither does this hot dog, even though it probably should. Ice cream, actually, they also have all have this bit here in common, don't they? And pizza, yeah, it's in the same place. And taco, I believe, as well. Yep. Okay, so that's something we can do too. Now, this window here. Let's show texture. Let's set aside a material here. Okay, let's make a copy. Blender is going to freak out a bit. Here we go. Then set color to set color to image texture, please. Image texture. Select this texture. Where's the ice cream van shell? No, that is broken, so let's find it. Vehicles, ice cream van shell. Okay, so now we have this position of the window, and if we check like pizza shell, the window is in the same place, isn't it? Like ice cream shell, yeah, the window is the same. Cool. So we can share this window position across all of those van variants, as long as we cut it out. Well, to cut it out, the easiest way would be to stencil it out. So add a cube. That cube, let's move it here. Scale along y-axis. Please go to transparency mode. Move along y-axis here. Move z. Move y. Move z. So that cube stenciling is going to help us with one more thing than just stenciling out the window, and that is the interior. Okay, so move along x-axis to intersect. Done. So that cube, let's hide it and have we'll duplicate the window because we want no. Let's generate a boolean. Please intersect with the cube. So that one is the window, and that one add generate boolean difference with the cube. So that one is now a wall without the window, and that is just the window. And we also want our interior here. So we want to copy this interior, shift, duplicate. Let's call this interior like food, because oh, I'm working in Blender and I'm showing you the game. Hope you don't mind. Okay, so here we have this interior that also has a problem with alpha. Okay. Let's see, image texture, alpha, please set to none. Okay, that is fine. As long as Blender stops its complaining. Okay, so here we want this window to be also cut out from this interior here. And to do this, let's add modifier, Boolean difference with the cube. Okay, and hide this interior. So now that has this cut out. Apply, edit, and here we have the bane of Boolean operations. Is now we have like faces that are shaped like this, which is terrible for topology. So we need to slide around all those vertices till we have just this or one rectangle here. So that goes here, and let's cut from here to here. And that is not how you cut. Maybe you will cut from this side. And no, why not? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's dissolve this vertex. Let's cut from here to here. You do. Let's auto weld. Let's move it here. Let's. Okay. That all got auto welded. Okay, and here. Let's. Okay. So now they are all welded together, and this vertex is still like up in the air, so let's connect it here. Done. So the interior is now mostly done. Let's enable this window. Let's select this whole edge loop. Magnet mode, snap to vertex with active vertex. Vertices, you are active one. Extrude match here. So now G here, G here, and G here. Okay. That is all fine. Now this interior will be connected to the outside of the window. Good. Good, good, good. Tab, hide. So now that is a window that we can move in here. And that is a wall that we use, we have to use for the step van food variants. So let's rename that as vehicle step van food. And that object here. Okay, let's apply the boolean. Let's array. No offset, merge caps as a cap. Let's use this vehicle base. So that is now our food van with the window and potentially with interior here. Food. This food interior, we can decorate it as well with like a food stall here with a sink, maybe some cabinets back here. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. So that is one thing, and with let's hide it with this hot dog, or okay, we use this ice cream material. Can we select it here? This vehicle one. That should be it. Yeah, this one. If we go to modifiers, oh, we have this old style booleans here. Instead, let's use the new array, merge, use the food, like the food truck variant here. Okay. Without offsets. And what I also want to do is like this curtain and vent here are part of, make them part of this food variant because they are shared across all of them. Okay, so here ice cream, let's select this and select this, separate them into an object, hide, well, not hide, but merge them into here. Control J. So that should be it. So now this ice cream van, it's just the ice cream, and the vent and the curtain just works. Hot dog, same deal. We don't want this vent and this curtain to be here anymore. Let's get rid of those old school merging. Let's remove all those things, merge caps, and use vehicle food. So it has curtain, it has the vent, it has the hot dog. Okay. We have dealt with SWOT, I believe. Yeah, that is also don't need to be a boolean. That would be a better served by this array. No offset, merge caps, use step van as a base. That is fine. Pizza. Okay. So you don't need those. You don't need this and this. Okay. And you need to have array merge without relative offset with vehicle food. So that is now our pizza van. And same deal here with the taco van. So the curtain and that one, no need for those. Generate array relative offset, just one count. Caps food. Okay, and apparently apply all transforms. That I forgot to do, but now it is done. So taco ready. next thing is K. Window. What do we do about this window here? Vehicle step van window, no. Okay, let's apply. So that window, we want this window first to be animated, and we want it to be joined to this window front right. So we need a copy of this window here. Do we use join for that? I guess we can. So how do we do this? First, let's parent it to this vehicle skeleton. Let's control J, nope. Control P, yes. Control P, armature deform. That is one thing, so we have this modifier now. Let's generate array caps. I use this window front right. Okay, so now you are here. Vertex group, you only have the vehicle bone. Tab, select this whole window. Oh, yeah, that's something I want to deal with. Okay. So let's see if we try to dissolve this vertex, so that goes fine. Okay, those vertices can get dissolved. X dissolve vertices. So that is now just a rectangle. That we want to be double-sided. Alt N, flip. Okay. So now and it is all assigned to this vehicle bone. If we go to animations and we check this door front right closing, that window gets animated, though we kinda lost some offsets here. Why though? Oh, shit. Is it the problem here? Let's check the game. Yep. That animation clip, it got whacked. What about the other door here? Oh, yeah, okay, sure. That's not animated. Let's see this one. Maybe give me the key. And you're not animated too. What a... Give me the key. Yep, that animation clip also got distorted. Whoa. Apparently my game is going to crash now. Okay. Anyway, For now, we should go to Blender. Yeah, as soon as the game finishes crashing. So the animation clips got a bit botched here, but we can fix them. How do we fix them? Well, we'll have to redo them from scratch using this bone here. So first, let's make the door visible as well as this window, because that's gonna be more important for us for now. Door front right. Okay. So first, the door kind of tilts inwards. So this is the keyframe we want to save. Everything before it, that has to go. Then the door starts sliding in. So those frames, they can go. That is the same. And now with this window, we have this X offset here. Let's copy it because this frame here loses this offset. And this frame here loses this offset. So let's paste this X offset and have all those keyframes in between be deleted. Drop, okay, Y, V here, and save. Okay. And that is now the correct animation. Same deal with our front left door closing. Let's make the door visible to see what's going on. So first part here, this tilt here is fine. Drop those 3 frames. This one is fine. But here on the next frame, it loses the X offset here. So you see that's, so the door clamps flush with the vehicle. And that is wrong. So we want this offset copied. Then here we want this offset pasted and saved as the animation frame. And now, okay, select all. Let's leave those 3 and that one. And the rest get deleted. And that is now correct animation. Wood. With this window now, yeah. Let's go right. With this window, yeah. This part doesn't get animated and that one gets animated correctly. Okay. What would happen with this window if we layout window, with this window, if we switch those 2 modifiers in place? About the same thing actually. So nothing to worry about. Okay. So let's leave it like that. And just rename this into window food front right object. Okay, so the taco truck is done. Those food trucks are now done. So, what do you say? Should I furnish up the interior for the food trucks to make it a bit more interesting, since we have this huge window that can be removed to see into the interior. Okay. Or should we just re-export this FBX and add scripts? Okay. File, save, export, FBX, PZK events, FBX. No, that doesn't look right. Where do we export them? That trucks, PZK events, step van, armature mesh, visible objects, animations, just those 3.1, and export. So, 4 scripts. First of all, since we are now having this different window option and different base models, we probably want to make a separate script for it. So where are those step vans? So step van models here, that is interior. Here for this one, we will have to copy this interior. Let's call it food. And object name, let's set this interior food. Same deal here in 42 specific scripts. Step van, models textured, let's paste in this model, but remove this shader reference. Okay, that's saved, that's saved. Those two, fine. Now step van animations. Let's no random, no random. Do you have an NR template? Or all of you are no randoms? Or no random, yeah. Those are all no randoms. But anyway, let's copy, paste, let's call this script step van food. Why did I delete animated? I don't know. Let's type it back. Step van food. Okay. So the base model here are going to be, well, not one model, but those two are gone. Ice cream, hot dog, pizza, those all are here. And we also add a taco van. Taco, let's see, step van taco. Paste here. Okay. Now doors. Doors are going to be shared by those two, and front left window is going to be shared too, but front right window is going to be specific for food vans. And its name is not John Cena. Window food front right object. That is. And all the bones stay the same. All the bones stay the same. Trunk is shared, hood is shared, windshield, rear windshield, and all the lights are shared. So that is all fine. This animation template should be food because it uses this window instead of this one. And that's all the changes there are. Now, where are the step van configs here? Vehicles truck, vehicles limo, step van. Okay, so we have just a no random step van, we have SWAT, those are fine. Now we want to, instead of just cloning this no random, here we want to use this construction here, and in step van ice cream, replace the template with this one. And now hot dog pizza, they clone not the base step van, but ice cream van. And we want another copy for our taco truck. Here, paste here, and finally, with step vans here, let's put the taco truck here. As soon as I figure out how it is named. Well, step van, my guess would be taco, but I might be wrong. And if I'm wrong, then nothing will be lost. Hopefully. Let's start the game again. And check how fixed those windows are, or how they are working. Let's see, continue. Okay, so taco. Nope, we did not guess. It was step van, taco, van. Okay, that is fine. Here, let's close, open. Yep, this animation now does not clip. That, however, does not work the way I intended it to. Well, okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll have to apply the modifiers then. Okay, so that one, I guess, yeah, here we have the same window problem here. And hot dogs as well. And that one fed log, PZK step van fed log. Let's just add it here. That would be same deal with this UPC step van. Is it fed log? Right. Van fed log. Yes, that is how it is called. That one is open. That is burned. That works. That doesn't because that's taco van. Okay. Taco van. That's how you should be. Okay. Save. Oh, hello, Mr. Bod. Is that all? Well, let's try to figure out what's wrong with this window based on our scripts. So, window here has this set of modifiers, and maybe we want it to be the other way around, but I'm not sure. We had some combined objects on Cabrio's work fine. So it is doable to have an animated object combined from like one object and another one. But maybe we need to add like an animations group here. Another thing here, front right window bone and vehicle bone. That is all fine. The object is correct. Well, no, I am at a loss. So, did we get something in the log here? Let's see, game. Start of the log. Animation type, vehicle init default, okay, that's fine. Nope, don't see any complaints about the windows or bones. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so let's take this object. Yes, object mode, please. Let's duplicate it. Let's merge them together. Control J. I said Control J. Okay, so now we have those two vertex groups here. We don't need this modifier no more. And as animations, yeah, you still work. That is fine, I guess. So let's drop this modifier. File, save, PZK, export, FBX, step fans. Okay, so that's maybe not an improvement, but a change at least. And we have animated models case. So we now have this spam here. Why do we have the spam here? Because probably we have something messed up with those vertex groups here. Okay, vehicle bone, let's deselect all vehicle bones. Let's deselect all from here. Nothing selected. Okay, so that is fine. Windows right. Okay, another thing I figured we might want. Okay, X. File. Export FBX, step fan, export. Let's see, does that stop the spam? It does, okay. And it shows that it wants something. Okay, so that is asset changed notification. Now we have this problem here. Blender, animations. Let's check the animations clip. This front door closing, all. Okay, and that does not reference the vehicle bone. Do we even have a vehicle bone? Yes, we do have a vehicle bone. So that is our issue. There is no position for this vehicle bone. So let's save it as a closed position. Let's save that as an open position. And yeah, just check. We have added those two. Maybe we are fine. Let's save. Let's file export FBX step on. So and as you can see in a moment, yeah, that didn't fix this window. So let's go back to Blender. Put this vehicle bone. So let's go to the middle. Move along z-axis by 0.0001. Save the keyframe. File, export, FBX, export, file save, and let's check the game. And nope, still didn't fix it. Well, maybe if we jump out and back, that will fix. So let's teleport here and teleport back here. Hey, vehicles, where are you? Well, that's a little awkward. Okay, no. Unloading and reloading didn't help it. And I am even more worried about this window missing at all. Okay, so we're past a half hour past our usual stream end time. I think I will make a stop here. Then we will figure out what to do with those stubborn windows next on our next usual stream. Even though that stream ended up being a bit shorter, I have to vacate the premises for a bit. So, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.